Hey everyone, Patrick Mattson here with Social Beans, and I just want to talk to the roofers today and give them some ideas on marketing and how you market your business. As you saw in the post, I had 410 leads come in since the March 24th storm. And I want to let you know a little bit of how we did that and kind of who we focused on in order to gain those types of leads. I know most roofers would kill to kind of see those types of leads, and it's really not all that difficult. You see, we focus on customers early on and prepare for the season. Just like you prepare for the season, we do a lot of preparation. So let me show you a quick example of kind of how we do that. Now, and this is going to represent like all homes, all homeowners, people that have roofs that are going to need your services at some time, okay? I'm going to break this down into groups because although we'd love to get all of these people, that's not practical. And when a storm happens, there's just a certain amount of people that need services during that time. So let's just break down and say, right here, this was the big storm in Collin County, okay? So these are all the people right now that are in need of your services, okay? And we've been prepping for months now, kind of trying to get our name recognition out there, because what happens is, if you don't do that, a lot of the storm chasers all come in. I live here in Frisco, Texas, and I was affected by the storm. And I've had about 18 to 20 people leave flyers, knock on doors, business cards, fly their drones over my house and tell me they've got pictures. And they're doing all those things to try and get my business. Well, if you look at the people that were affected right here and all the roofers that have been coming through, like I said, 18 people to my house just in the last 3 days. That's a lot. And that piece of the pie gets eaten up really, really, really quick. So let's say that we're lucky and we went to this neighborhood and all these homes that were affected. Out of all of these and the 100 storm chasers that were out there, okay, I was able to get just a few. I mean, some of you'd be pretty stoked to have 5 or 10 homes out of a neighborhood, but it doesn't always work out that way. But this is kind of what they're left with. This is what we can kind of count on, and we're gonna have to run subdivision to subdivision and get out. And I had people knocking my doors as early as 7:50 in the morning. A little bit annoying, but people were doing it, trying to be the first ones up and to go plant their sign. Now, this pile right here, this represents the whole county of all the people that have homes and roofs, and they weren't affected by the storm, right? They might have a few of them that had leaky roofs and stuff like that, but the primary group that we're looking for is right here. Now, like I said, you'd be really lucky to get this many homes during that storm, because like I said, everyone's chasing after them. But had you focused on this bigger piece, you'd probably see a whole lot more business. Because like I said, all of these homes right here have roofs, and a lot of them probably had roof leaks or some kind of minor damage. It could be wind damage, it could be other things, but they had some kind of damage, and no one is focusing on that. They're only focusing on these because this is the right here, right now, and the where the storm hit, and it's a great place to go. And I totally understand that's where you need to focus. But if everyone's been focusing here, who's focusing right here, right? So I encourage you that as the season, begins, when it ends, in the off season, just focus really on this group, because you need to build up your name brand. We see the fancy trucks out there, we see the really cool logos, we see the really cool wraps that you guys have on your trucks, but we forget the names. We don't even remember the names. And everyone says something construction or something roofing. So it really doesn't help. So in that off season, you need to go inundate this group right here. And if you go out there and tell them who you are and tell them your names, your slogans, your colors, any logos or mascots or whatever you use, it should be inundated in here, because this is what's going to happen. is that while everyone over here is focusing on that neighborhood that just got pelted with softball-sized hail, which everyone's gonna hit them, no one's looking over here, and these people still need to be serviced. They got rain, they have leaky roofs, and they probably need a whole roof as well. So, if I was to spend most of my time, which I'll tell you, a majority of my leads, yeah, a lot went here. But out of that 410 leads that I received, I'll tell you 70% are right here, okay? 70% of my leads are from the bigger piece of pie that no one is focusing on. And if I'm out there and there's just a few of people that have been, focusing and pounding and have a really powerful roofing company name out there, they're gonna be the ones that are gonna be able to divide up this piece of pie, right? This is what you really need to focus on. So I would be much happier to share in this piece of the pie with maybe just a few big names than go and fight and spend hundreds of dollars every single day in hopes that I can get a few of these guys. All right? So I hope that made sense to you. I hope you got a little bit of value out of this video. I would love to be able to talk to you more and tell you how we're able to generate leads. I'd love to be able to do an evaluation of your website. You need to have landing pages. If you don't have those, that's one thing you definitely need to do in order to get really good leads. And update your social media sites, not just Facebook. I know everyone's like, oh, Facebook. People are on Twitter, people are on Instagram, they're on all types of things. I mean, Pinterest is great. A lot of people look at Pinterest. LinkedIn, all of these things. Get involved with people in the neighborhood. They've got HOA sites that are out there. That's really how we've helped push some of our bigger roofing companies into getting, customers with huge results. So again, I hope this had some value for you. I'm going to leave my email address at the bottom of the screen here. Feel free to hit me up, and I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about this. And like I said, I'd love to do a free evaluation of your site and kind of help guide you and bring you into the right direction so that, this next season that comes out, you'll be the one with all the leads. So anyways, hope you're doing well. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.